Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing the version 2 of the 2 OCP triangle shot Shadow Chaser. This is a budget build, although there are 2 OCPs, they're relatively cheap. And this time we're going to be utilizing the King Schmidt set, sort of similar to the iRO Storm and Dragon's Breath video I had made a couple weeks back. And everything else is stuff that you can craft through the Fall of Glassheim instance, as well as the enchants, except for obviously the 2 OCPs and the bow that you can pick up from the 715.2 monsters. I'll have stuff linked below. First we have the old Shadow Handicraft, more HP, SP, you get more attack, mem attack, but most important thing here is the 25% triangle shot damage per 2 refine. So at plus 11, that's 125%. And we're comboing it with the old Detachment Ring for the additional 70% triangle shot damage. For enchants, Luck 4, we have Agi 4, we have Master Archer 5, 20% long range damage and 5% attack speed. Very essential, I guess. And Disguise a card. You know, at plus 11, you get 3% long range damage and minus 6% VCT reduction. You know, to be fair, you don't really have to have enchants on here, but you know, I sort of had the budget, so just figured why not. But yeah, Disguise a card of choice for long range builds. Next we have the first OCP of the build, the old Detachment Ring. We're sort of just running this for the additional triangle shot damage. You know, it's they're fairly cheap now. It is still an OCP, but you know, not many in the market, I guess. King Schmidt suit cannot be destroyed. 10% damage to physical magical damage to large and medium. At plus 7, you get 10% damage to fire and shadow. At plus 9, you get minus 15% damage from formless and dragon type monsters. And at plus 11, you get minus 10% damage against medium and large size. That's both physical and magical, by the way. And when it's comboed with the Mantu, you get 5% HP and SP. You get 15% ACD reduction when they're both at plus 22 in total for the upgrades, which ACD very important for triangle shot. We got Agi 3, Luck 3, and just as a generic armor card, we have the Porcello card for the additional 25 attack. Very cheap and you know, very farmable, I guess. We got a King Schmidt's Mantu. You get 2% per 2 refines, physical and magical attack against fire and shadow. At plus 7, you get minus 5% damage from dragon and formless, and at plus 11, you get 15% more damage to dragon and formless monsters. We have the Expert Archer 3, 5, and 3 on here, which is, you know, sort of perfect for me because of the additional long range damage. And we're running the Manblad card, 1% long range damage per 10 base deck, so that's 12%. I would like to run the ancient Wutan shooter here because it just released, but obviously Menblad's probably the cheapest option. Next we have the Temporal Dex boots. Very generic, very easy to get, I guess. More HP, you know, additional dex, so also always good. But if you're at 120 dex, you get FCT reduction of 0.5 seconds, and you also get 5% long range damage. The most important thing here, because we are running the King Schmidt stuff, is the enchants. So Expert Archer 4, 8% long range damage, and we are also running Hawkeye here for the additional dex. A chance to do like additional 200 dex for 5 seconds, but it eats up about 50 SP. It's pretty hard, but like, you know, pretty hard into SP, but it's still pretty good. But the reason we're running that is because of the King Schmidt insignia. We have the Dex one here for additional 7% long range damage. When it's comboed with both the suit and the Mantu, you get attack speed plus 1, additional 3% long range damage. What's important here is the enchant, same thing that I use for the iRO Storm Ranger. Strength 3, we got Finding Spirit 7, would be nice to have an EA one, but I have Celestial Bow, which combos with Hawkeye for additional 10% attack. It's not much, but you know, still. You also get Gold Scarab card, just a generic attack card for the accessory, additional 20 attack. I mean, prices are probably okay. In terms of the bow, you get the Gula Gun, 10% triangle shot damage, attack plus 12 per 3 refines. At plus 7, you get 15% more triangle shot damage. At plus 9, you get some 10% ACD reduction. And at plus 11, you get additional 20% triangle shot damage. So all in all, it's a it's a lot. And you can obviously enchant this. I actually just have the attack speed enchant at most. You get the Resentful Soldier card, auto double strafe level 5, but at plus 10 you get 20% long range damage. And obviously when it's combo with the Archer Skeleton card, you get the additional attack speed. Not really big, but it's still additional attack speed. And we have the Archer Skeleton card just to complete the combo, plus 10% long range damage. And because we're running the Sin weapon, we are using the Demon's Familiar, all stats plus 10. And once it's comboed with the Gula Gun, you get additional 200 M attack and 200 attack, which is pretty good. Now we're going to do a little bit of a damage test on the eggs, both with the neutral one and the fire one, just so that I can show you guys how effective this build is, similar to version 1. Yeah, that way you'll see how, I guess, how effective it really is to just run F2P stuff, maybe a little bit of OCPs. Alright, first one on the neutral egg, we're using a steel arrow for the additional 50% long range damage. So we're doing about 670 to 705,000 damage per triangle shot. Alright, next we have the fire egg, and we're using the crystal arrow this time. So we're doing about 815 to 850,000 damage for triangle shot. That's actually not bad for elemental damage. And there you have it, everyone. The version 2 of the 2 OCP triangle shot Shadow Chaser. And I know it's F2P stuff. I know the stuff is, I guess, a little bit hard to get, especially when you're looking at material prices or enchants. But at the same time, it actually is still effective. The King Schmidt set actually gives a little bit more of a boost. If you can see there, we're actually almost at 1 million. 850,000 is almost 1 million, and most of the time that's all you can ask for with the build. I will be showcasing some of the other stuff for version 3 and version 4. Sort of mix it up a bit, and just to give you guys an idea of how to, I guess, run it with F2P stuff, or sort of find ways to get some of those bonuses from the F2P sets. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more, there will be links on the description. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.